Hey everyone, I am here today with Jacob from Life on a Lens Media. And Jacob is known as the video guy who helps businesses who don't really know how to get results via video and figuring out how do you get those results within 90 days, which is really, really cool. So I brought Jake here today to talk about how to make video that is quality, but also relatable. So Jacob, floor is yours.
Thank you, thank you. Video that is quality and also relatable. I'm going to open this right now with answering the question that probably 90% of people that watch this are going to be asking afterwards. They're like, well, his video looks good. What? What camera should I get? What camera? I don't know where to start. I don't have a technical. Here it is. This is your starting camera right here. This will get you if you plant them, they will grow. If you shoot and just document, you will get far. And I'll prove it for you real quick. It's way easier than you think. How I started my business, for example, this is going to be like an explanationary true story. I was a corporate entertainer. I was a magician, believe it or not, a hypnotist. Did a full show with that, but I was still working full time in a fine dining restaurant. Sometimes having two jobs and doing the business. Couldn't get the business to take off. I was trying to get the marketing in order, learning websites and video, uh, and it was just difficult. So I hired a team to try and help me, a video team. They came out, paid a couple $1,000s, a lot of money for a 23-year-old, and it just didn't work. They didn't offer good service. They didn't really instruct me on how to move in my space or know how to move and how I moved in my space to capture things properly. It was just a colossal failure, and there's no refunds, unfortunately. So what I started doing was I picked up the camera in frustration from that, and I just started posting, making content every day. So I'd start off with just taking a picture of the tea I made or the coffee I made. And what I would do is I would just post it and I'd just track what were the responses to it. And some of it looked like absolute dog crap. I get shown photos from years ago that look horrible. But then I also get shown photos from years ago too. Some of that actually look better than the ones I'm doing now because I think I'm too involved and too knowledgeable almost. But what happened was the quality level, they saw it scale, which got me. They saw it scale to the point where it is now, where it's pretty consistent quality. But I purposely now take almost all of my photos. Carrington, you're gonna kill me for this. All of my photos I almost take on an iPhone for my social media side. My professional side, I've got the cameras for that, or I
Right.
hire somebody that's professional. But but iPhone photos, just a little touch can do so much. Same with video. Like, it's one of those things where if you follow like the trends and you create content at the same level of quality as what you're seeing go across your feed and social media that's stopping your attention, you can blend in that way. And then what you can stand out with is what's the messaging, what's the
Mhm.
actual content. That's literally what I did. I over time just figured out, hey, I'm going to share a picture of my lunch. People are going to love this. How can I engage people with it? And
Mhm.
then how can I leverage that, tell the algorithm this is tasty, so that when I do a business post or I do an offer post or I do something along those lines, everybody's going to get my stuff because they've all messaged me. They've all commented on my stuff. They've all slid into my DMs through the story, right? Because I've created the stepping stones to get them there and built that relatability of going from a schmo that knows nothing and is broke to where I'm at now, where I'm actually professional quality. So hopefully that gives a good understanding for the place importance of quality. It's something that on the front end should be very relatable and very, very approachable on the social media side. I think in the communication side, when it comes to if you're going to send a video, for example, in a nurturing sequence, you should totally do it on your iPhone. I think it's the best way to do it. Now, on the other side, you go to the website, make it pristine. That's where your trust is going to be built. That's where people are going to really look at you under a microscope. So you got to make sure that at that point you're a diamond. They've seen you come from that starting position of, I don't know who this is, to a rock, to slowly under pressure become that diamond. I think it's coal, actually, a coal rock. It turns into a diamond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it's true though. And also, like we talked about this before, where your relatable content and that iPhone content might be in a different location than the quality content. And understanding the where things get placed and how are you relating, and then not only how are you relating, but where and how. So there's so much more that can also go into it. And I think that comes on the photo side and the video side for
Absolutely.
what are those different areas because they are not the same medium and people do not look at them the same and resonate with them the same. So it's always fascinating because everyone always says right now that video is king, but you still need the photos. And how does that actually align? Because they need to align, they need to have that same messaging, but they're not the same at all, you know? So I find that part to be super fascinating.
It's like UGC videos.
Yep.
These are a great example. There have been times where I have bought things off what I thought was just a thing scrolling through my feed, and it just completely goes over. I know what to look for, and it's going over my head that it's a UGC video, and because I click it, and it's like, oh, that's right. The only thing that can go to a link is an ad on Facebook, unless I click the link itself in Facebook.
Right.
It's interesting. It's we can see it in what works. And again, it's not something you and I created. You know, we don't have some special method. We just have that intuitive feeling of looking at a piece of content that we create for someone else's brand and their audience, and trying to put ourselves in their shoes and look at this and go, honestly, would this inspire me to do anything?
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. So if anyone is curious to learn more about what they're doing with their video, if it's working or how they can take that next step, how can they talk to you? Where can they reach you?
Well, my website is lolmediallc.com. All my contact methods are on there. Reach out. I'm a normal human dude. Um, and I'd love to help you out. And I hope I can have a conversation with you.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Jacob.
Thank you.